The chair now recognizes Representative Rivas for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for recognizing me. Mr. Mergen, can you confirm that Section 60026 of the Republicans' One Big Ugly Bill allows project sponsors to pay a fee to expedite their project's environmental analysis and environmental impact studies?
Yes, that's correct.
Mr. Mergen, can you confirm that Section 50101 of the Republicans' One Big Ugly Bill resumes non-competitive leasing and mandatory quarterly lease sales for onshore oil and gas drilling?
That's correct.
Mr. Mergen, can you confirm that Section 50102 of the Republicans' One Big Ugly Bill mandates 2 offshore lease sales off the Gulf of Mexico every year until 2039?
Yes, that's correct.
Mr. Mergen, can you confirm that Section 50201 of the Republicans' One Big Ugly Bill removes the Department of Interior's discretion in coal leasing and mandates that the lease be granted?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you for confirming these facts. It's deeply unsettling to see how President Trump and his House Republicans are attacking our climate and our communities. Can you talk about the harmful impacts that the One Big Ugly Bill will have on working class communities like mine in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles that have carried the environmental burden for decades?
Yeah, I think it's, oh, sorry. Yes, thank you. I think one of the great advantages of the NEPA process, right, is the public engagement and the ability to hear from communities about how they may be impacted by oil and gas leasing or oil and gas refining. And we know that there are substantial health effects to children, to people, as a result of those sorts of developments. And so the NEPA process and that is engaged in oil and gas leasing and coal leasing in the development of fossil fuels is profoundly important to educating the public and the decision maker to the health effects. And those health effects may be able to be mitigated or avoided. There are all sorts of innovations that can be taken to help these communities. One thing I want to mention too is that as the administration has been aggressive in taking information down from public sites, from sites maintained by EPA, from sites maintained by the Department of Interior, by sites maintained by the Department of Commerce, and on and on and on. This is really damaging to communities in general. And this is something that this committee can do something about with regard to oversight, right? If you want quick permitting, if you want efficient decision-making, you need information. You need an informed public. You need an informed decision makers, and we're losing some of that. I'll stop there.
Thank you for your responses. I agree that taking down information and not providing communities, especially those that have been burdened by these environmental injustices for years because they didn't have information and weren't allowed to even give their own input. And now, after years of doing outreach and working with community groups and trusted community environmental organizations that have a way of making sure that community members are able to give their input. And now I feel like we're going backwards in just to expedite the process, right? But there are reasons, these communities have high asthma rates, some of the highest in the country. They have higher cancer rates. They have higher rates of heart disease in the country, and this is why we need to hear from them. This is not about permitting purgatory. This is like a healthcare hell that communities like mine have for too long carried the burden of these polluters' harmful impacts on the community. And policies like NEPA provide us with objective facts on the ground and begin the conversation between community members, stakeholders, and industry. And that's why I don't think we should be dismantling NEPA. We need to properly fund it with science-driven expertise, the same hardworking experts that the Trump administration has fired. I yield back.